all that crap you think men are interested in is actually a turnoff. If you were to sit and say to a man, I haven't seen anything, I haven't been anywhere. My dad wouldn't let me. I'm waiting for my boyfriend to show me things. I've never been to the club. I'm not allowed because my dad won't let me. But when I meet the right man, he's gonna let me go. Wifey. That's how it works.
When a woman be like, I only attract bad boys, I don't just little boys, but girls, y'all attract all types of boys, so that means y'all choose the types of boys. Y'all are the worst mate selectors, and don't y'all blame us for. Well, let me ask this: for the two girls that disagree the most, what type of guys do you get, and what type of guys do you get?
What type of guys do you get?
Yeah, yeah.
The type of men I go after, they do have more money than me, and I'm not going to lie, I don't disagree with everything that's being said, but yes, I do have my own opinions, and I think that everyone is allowed to have theirs. I might not necessarily agree with it, and that's okay. I do go after men who can provide for me, and I understand what I do. A lot of men might not agree with it, and I don't try to hide it. There's only been one person I've tried to hide it from, but...
Do you know why you want a man who makes more than you?
Yes.
Why?
For fun. I'm okay. I'm gonna be so honest with you, and you're gonna completely disagree, and I'm okay with that. I understand that.
We're here. We're friends. It'll be a very respectful disagreement.
Okay, wonderful.
She belongs to the streets.
Oh, thank you. So I'm young, and I know that you're gonna be like, you need a lot more time to figure this out. I don't want kids, and I really am not planning on having a husband. I'm bisexual. I'm just trying to like live my life.
You can choose that though, you know.
I know, but I feel like.
Would you want to date a?
I am not interested in dating anyone right now, and I'm not necessarily interested in having sex with everyone in the world. That's not what I'm trying to say.
If you're bisexual, your man can have more than one wife then.
I guess that's nice. That's the one benefit.
Problem solved.
I mean, I just don't plan on having a husband.
Okay, well, your man can have more than one wife, so that's that solved. Do you know why you are attracted to a man that has more money than you?
Because as much as I can give myself own experiences in life, they can give me different ones. And I feel like I would like to hang around people that I would like to be like. So people who have money, people who are successful, people who have an actual life.
You are evolutionarily designed to find a man who can provide for you when you are pregnant. That is why you want to be with a man who has more money than you, because when you have sex with him, your body knows you're supposed to be getting pregnant, and you don't want to be pregnant, unable to work, unable to move with a man who cannot take care of you. That is why you are naturally attracted to men who can afford to take care of you if you don't work yourself. That is why.
Do you think that, and also like on some level, are evaluating if someone's intelligent? Like, do they want to procreate with
Absolutely.
With them? I think,
Absolutely. I think, you know, there's a lot of reasons why we'll want to have children with a man. Of course. I'm not saying that we are not attracted to a man's mind.
Oh, but because if they're signaling that they have resources, I think that naturally would mean that they're intelligent.
Well, money is the only game that everyone on the planet is playing. Please understand this. There is not a single person alive who does on any country in the world who isn't trying to make money and is being forced to spend money. This economic game we are all thrust into the second we are born. This is the game with every single person on earth as a player. So if you find somebody with a whole bunch of money, of course, they have to be a little bit smarter than the average guy. That's another reason why it's very attractive. It's the #1 score counter. Like, we can talk about IQ, Mensa, all this shit. Really, does it matter? If my IQ is 200 or 100, who gives a fuck? I'm rich. Who gives a fuck? And if someone sits here and goes, I got higher IQ than you, I'll say you're poor. So who gives a shit? The scorecard is cash. And in the world of men, it's the biggest scorecard. We get up every day, early in the morning, we go out there into the world, and we try our very best to make money. You made a point earlier about your men having no ambition and not trying and all these things, and that's the point I made back, counter to it. If he's actually doing anything with his life, it's going to involve making money. It's all men do. That's all we're supposed to do. We're supposed to gather resource, and we're supposed to gather resource primarily so that we can attract a female and for her to know that if she gets pregnant, her bills are paid. And that's why we are naturally attracted to men who have enough money to do that. It's very natural.
Or they'll lie and say ambition like she's doing right now.
Well, let's do
like always dress it up. Like I have a phrase. I say all gold diggers, some are just better at hiding the shovel. And what they'll do is they'll say some shit like, oh, I want a guy that's ambitious. I want a guy that's hardworking. I want a guy that's, you know, he's responsible. All these terms are nebulous terms for the ability to earn currency.
Yeah.
Like some girls just aren't as overt about it. She's more overt about it. I want a guy to take care of me. So some girls are just more honest about it. Other girls aren't. Like she's saying ambition, but ambition amounts to the ability to earn money.
Are we gold diggers if we make our own money and we still just want a man to meet our match?
Yes, and that's what I mean when I say some are just
But
better.
what if we make more money than them, but they're still able to provide for us?
This is what I'm saying when I say some girls are just better at hiding the shovel. That's precisely what I mean. That's a part of hiding the shovel, saying, well, I make my own money, but you still care about how much money he makes.
I think ideally,
why would I date a man who makes $3
And that is precisely the difference between men and women. He's not going to ask you how much money you make. He doesn't
Don't care.
He's just going to get with you.
Yeah.
On the other hand, have a very strong vested interest in how much money they make.
I think
Okay, I respect your opinion.
It's not opinion, it's fact.
when I start dating somebody, I don't care how much money you're making while I'm dating you or what your job is. Like, the only thing ideally that I want is to be able to have kids, at least 2 kids. That's what I want.
So we're getting there. So you're going to date a man with the objective that you want to have children with him one day, and for him to have enough ambition to take care of you and the kids. So we agree.
Sure. Yeah. I agree. No, I agree with that part. I don't disagree with that. But I'm not gonna I don't want like most of my family they don't make a lot of money. They make enough that they take care of their kids and they make sure that their kids have what they need, and that's about it.
Let me give you a controversial opinion, and I have a few. I actually don't think it's that wrong or bad for a woman to be a gold digger. I think if I was a girl, I'd be gold digging. The point is this. No, but the point is this. Everything in life is transactional. There is nothing wrong with a woman saying, I'm going to submit to a man, give him children, obey him, and listen to him, not go to the club, not party with other dudes, not talk to my friends who try and break us up. I'm going to do everything he says, but he's going to be rich. I agree with this. That is completely fine. That's a transaction. I don't think there's anything wrong with being a gold digger as a woman. If you're giving something back. If you're saying, buy me handbags, I'm going to everybody in the city, that's different.
But I agree with the second half of that, but I think that just inherently being a gold digger is disrespectful as I think that that's trashy, and I don't think that
let me tell you how money works in relationships.
I think that's like not even, doesn't even reach top 5 things I'm thinking about when I'm talking to somebody that I really like.
At the end of the day, time will stop for
Yeah, you broke up with all of the ones who made less money than you.
Listen to him.
It didn't have anything to do with the money that they were making.
But
it had to do with how they were treating me and how they spoke to me and how they acted.
Don't you think the money and their status had some impact on the way that they treated you and the way they? I don't
think so at all.
I think that money has a big impact. I feel like status has a big impact on the way men carry themselves.
I think the only person that I nearly got engaged to, it was only a financial issue because I knew that he wasn't going to be able to provide for children.
That proves my point, girl. That proves my point, girl. I'm not trying to fight you, but that literally proves the point that I was just making.
You're not being a gold digger. I think, buy me handbags, buy me...
No. Well, then you're misinterpreting you're misinterpreting the definition. It's someone who can protect and provide for your family.
I think that's subjective, and I think you're a dick rider.
I mean, and again, you're saying that, and people can say that, but it's lived experience. I'm the second oldest person on this panel, and I've had lived experience of knowing.
Should be should genuinely be analyzing their partner's capability to take care of them. There is nothing wrong for a woman to sit and say, I want a man who makes money and can take care of me and earns money. There's nothing wrong with that. And for
everybody should do that. I think men and women should do that.
No, men shouldn't do that.
I do. But at the end of the day, I would delete that shit and work a 9 to 5. I've been a dental assistant. I worked at tattoo shops. I've done all kinds of random shit. I make more money doing what I'm doing now, and
why would a man? Because you have to optimize, right? You can't have everything. You have to choose what's most important to you. Why would a man optimize for a woman's financial status?
I've never had somebody...
Instead of optimizing for a woman's loyalty or a woman's chastity or a woman's submissiveness.
She didn't understand the question. You gotta ask it again. Hold on. I need you to pay attention because he actually asked you a very good question. Can you say it one more time so she can listen?
Sure. We have to optimize. You can't have everything. You have to choose. So to make sure you understand the question, if I buy a Ferrari, I am optimizing speed over convenience. It's not a convenient car, it's a fast car. If I want a convenient car, I buy something else. You have to optimize. You can't have something that does everything. So my question is this. Why would a man optimize for a woman's income as opposed to optimizing for her submissiveness?
That's not what I'm saying at all.
Well, no, it is, because you're saying a man...
I'm saying I'd delete that shit immediately if I found somebody that was actually willing to lock in.
Please listen to what I'm saying. The point I'm making is...
You can't generalize like a whole demographic of people.
Why please listen, I'm not against you. I'm not against you. This is not a fight. Why would a man sit and be concerned with how much money a woman makes instead of optimizing for... You just said that you should judge each other based on incomes. And what I'm saying, no, a woman should judge a man based on his ability to protect and provide, which is physical and financial. And a man, in my perspective, and I am a man, should judge a woman based on her submissiveness and her chastity and her capability to rear children and the fact she doesn't go to the club and a bunch of other reasons. I don't give a how much a girl makes. I will date a broke girl, a rich girl. It makes no difference to me. Whereas I don't believe should actually be dating broke men. I actually am not against the idea of a woman saying... I don't
think we're disagreeing on anything there. I don't think that has anything to do with it at all. I don't think men should date based on how much...
At the end of the day, like,
you said
I'm just saying I do, like, the reason that I do currently, because I've had different jobs, is only because I'm making more money now and I haven't found anybody to lock in with.
So let me ask the question another way. Let me try again. Andrew? Peace. Wusa. Do you think you making more money makes you more attractive to a man?
No, I don't.
Okay, so you agree that men don't give a shit how much money you make?
Survive.
I never asked why you're doing it. Do you agree that men don't give a shit how much money you make?
Yes.
Okay, so when earlier I said a woman should judge a man on the amount of money he makes, and you said we should judge each other on the amount of money both make.
No.
You were lying.
No. I'm not saying we should judge each other based on how much we both make. I'm just saying I don't I'm not looking at somebody and saying, oh, I wonder how much this guy makes. Even if he's working like a 9-to-5 job.
Why do we like tall men?
I don't know.
Because he can protect them.
I guess
think they have a big thing, but
sure. I mean, I don't necessarily like I said, visually, I look at people like that's probably the most judgmental that I am.
Do you agree that men and women look for different things? Men look for certain things in a man, and men look for... Okay, so this is my point. Men look for the ability of a man to protect and provide, which includes financial. Men look for naivety because it's attractive, and lack of experiences in the world, and submissiveness, and loyalty. I'm telling you what men look for. I'm telling you, we look for completely different things. So when I say there's nothing wrong with a woman wanting her man to have money, and you say, well, a man should want his woman to have money. He doesn't give a fuck.
I feel like a lot of men don't like that, though. Like being naive, a lot of men don't like...
When I say naive, what I mean is there's something that men find attractive in the world. And let me explain it to you, because I'm a man. Men like being your vessel to the world. So I'll give you an example. Not to brag, but I own a plane. If I meet a brand new girl and she gets on my jet and she goes, I like flying private, I'm going to go, who the f*** you been flying private with?
Yep.
You silly bitch. If I get on, she goes, I've never been on a private plane before. I'm like, wife. Men want to show you the world. We don't want you to have already seen it, because if we know you've already seen it, guess what we know? A man showed you, and we don't like it. Let me give you a very simple example, and we don't understand this because we do this all the time. Most women have no idea what men find attractive. Let me give you an example. When have those Instagram feeds with all their traveling, and they think they look cool, Turks and Caicos, Dubai, and they have all the pretty pictures in the bikini, and there's no man in the pictures, just them.
Only them.
We just scroll up and down and go, a man took her to every single one of those places. If I take her on holiday, she ain't gonna appreciate it. She's seen the fucking world. She's been everywhere, unattractive. If I find a girl who only has selfies in her bedroom, I'm like, I can show her things. Because, and it's not because I'm a bad person. It's because all my money and all my effort, my $32 million that went into buying my plane, all I want is her to smile. I don't want her to get on there and think it's normal. I want her to go, wow, this is really cool. How did you get a plane? I want to say, oh, well, I want to tell the story. I want to be the fucking man. That's why. So when I say naivety, I'm saying if you find a girl who's experienced so many things and done so much, this is the mistake girls make. They want a girl who's experienced in bed. No, we don't. If I start getting head off a chick and she's too good at it, it makes me feel sick. I'm like, this is where did you learn this shit? Get the out of here. Everyone goes, you wouldn't want a virgin who's crap in bed. You know what? Fine. At least I know she ain't been left and right by God knows who.
There you go.
Actually. So when I say naivety is attractive, we want to be your vessel to the world. We want to show you things, and we want you to feel appreciative for us showing them to you. That number one thing we want from a woman is her to say, thank you. Thank you for showing me that. I've never seen that before. Wow. That is what men find attractive. Men don't give a how much money you make. Men don't give a fuck what experience you have in bed. In fact, it's actually repulsive. Men don't want you to have been all around the world. All that crap you think men are interested in is actually a turnoff. All of it. If you were to sit and say to a man, I haven't seen anything, I haven't been anywhere, my dad wouldn't let me, I'm waiting for my boyfriend to show me things. I've never been on a private plane. I've never been in a Lamborghini. I've never been to the club. I don't know. I'm not allowed because my dad won't let me. But when I meet the right man, he's going to let me go. Wifey. That's how it works. I'm not your enemy, by the way. I know you think I'm your enemy. I'm not your enemy. I
really don't.
Okay,
I think you think that I disagree with you a lot on more than...
You disagree with me and then you agree with me, but it's fine. We'll get there.
For the two girls here, let me ask you guys something just so it makes more sense for girls. Like if I told you guys you had a runway show in a month, what would you guys do to prepare? Yeah, you too. If I told you you have a runway show, your life depends on it, $1 million contract, it's going to be competitive, you have a good chance of winning, what would you do to prepare?
Shower.
Okay.
And shave. And
you got a month in advance. What would you start doing?
I do everything on my own, so I do everything on my own.
But I'm saying, like, what would you do? Would you...
Okay, the only thing I would go out of my own vicinity to do is go get a tan.
Okay. What about you? What would you do to prepare for this runway show?
I would probably text my friends that do that and ask them what the do I do, and then I would practice.
Fair.
You know?
So you would do what you need to do to win.
Sure.
Right? Okay. What if I told you, I need you to start eating donuts every single day and get fat? What would you say to that advice?
I don't like donuts, so no.
Okay, but what if I told you got to eat pizza every day and you get to get fat and you got to not go to the gym, not exercise, not shave, not do any of this stuff? What would you say to me?
Like, just do what you have to do? Are we still in the runway context?
Yes, and I'm telling you to do things to gain weight, to not take care of yourself, not put on makeup, etc. See, it's so ridiculous you guys can't even fathom it.
No, I was gonna answer.
With the donut
I was gonna answer. I eat whatever I want, so that question wouldn't affect me.
But you would eat more. You would eat more, and you would not go to the gym and not exercise.
I can eat more. Okay, you know, I don't want to answer that question. I am so sorry.
Okay, and I tell you to do drugs, and I tell you to not sleep, and I tell you not to do
not that. No. That's
things that would hurt your ability to be as pretty as possible at the runway day. Right? Would you take any of that advice?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I would do what I want to do because I am my own person.
Yeah, but if you have the runway show, you're going to do everything you can to win, right? You're not going to do anything counterproductive to that if there's like $1 million on the line.
Yeah, but I feel like at the end of the day,
why the hell?
At the end of the day, winning doesn't matter in that context. It just matters being
You're trying to be difficult right now.
And take away.
Yeah,
holy shit. Ladies, it's very simple. If I tell you, here's the goal, why the would you do things to destroy it? You just said a second ago, I want a guy that can provide for me. I want a guy that does better than me. You do realize by you being on, it's like doing drugs before the runway show. You're doing something completely counterproductive to your goal. And this is why you guys are so, because you guys don't understand what it takes to get to where you got to go. If I make it simple, runway show, this is what you need to do. Oh shit, yeah, I'll do that, cool. But then I'm like, all right, you want to get a guy? Don't do these behaviors. I'm going to do these behaviors anyway because I want to. Because it's not that important.
Be difficult.
But
my
it really
goal
is.
wasn't to get a man.
With relationships, I think it's way more situational than like, oh, you're
Where's
doing
the Taliban
a
when you need him, bro?
And
where's the Taliban when you need him? Holy shit. This shit is crazy.
And again, a lot of them are...
Okay, we're going to do the last segment here.
Okay.
We're going to do
last segment? Okay. And then you know what we can do last segment? Just have the girls ask their questions to Andrew.
But also, any more chats, Bills?
And then we'll close out.
Yeah. And we'll close out.
Cool.
Bro, oh, God. All right, let's see what's fucking incredible, bro.
Bro, like,
what's next?